Hey everyone, welcome back, and it's nice to see you guys tuning in. And I have a surprise here because this is a box full of goodies of different projects that are going to happen in the very near future. And I wanted to open the box with you guys. In this box, there's a bunch of different things from retro to new. And it's pretty exciting to see where I'm going to be headed with different things moving forward. So guys, if you're not subscribed, I suggest you do that so you can see what is about to happen with all this gear, and of course any other up and coming cool things that are happening. And let's just get to this and get this box open. I can't wait. It's been here for about a week. It's been driving me crazy, and I wanted to open it up with you guys. I have not seen anything that's in here. I kind of know what's in here, but I've never seen it. So without further ado, let's get this guy open. The mess again. That was a crazy ordeal. It is now finally broke the seal. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I need to see what's in here. It's one of those things where you know what you got, but you don't know what you got till it's in your hand. So let's find out what's in here. Oh yeah. So guys, back in the day, we looked at the whole, 3D, VR, that kind of thing. Well, there was a company called New Vision that actually did a 3D glasses. It's called the stereoscopic 3D glasses. And they talk about Doom and different things. This is back in, what, 1999, I believe? I think this came out in 1996, 1999, that area. This one in particular is brand new, sealed. Not saying that the plastic's great, but it's one of those things where I think we might be opening it and trying it out. I know it's weird to open up something brand new, so vintage, but I bought it to do that. Who doesn't want to play under 46 and have 3D, VR?
I'm just glad I took it lying down, you know?
So there's something really cool. That's definitely a video coming up. That means there's also going to be a video following up on my 486, my AMD K6 too, and stuff like that. Because as we're moving into neat little things like this, we'll be moving forward with other stuff. I don't know if I told you guys, but I do have a AMD FX 9590. That was the first 5 gigahertz, 8 core AMD processor, or 5 gigahertz processor, period. It was a processor that you had to water cool because it runs so darn hot. But I was trying to find a board for it, and I've been still kind of trying to find a board for it. And this in particular guy, I really wanted a UD7 or a UD9, or a UD5 I mean, as I had before. Stupidly got rid of. So this is a Gigabyte UD3. I think the VRM can handle it. If not, well, then we probably screwed up. And bad things are going to happen. So let's just get this open. Oh, there's something I don't like to see. Cellophane on a motherboard. Now, hopefully this is an anti-static cellophane because it's a different color, but I'm just going to get this off. It is a 990FX UD3. Now, the VRM on this is still pretty beefy, but it may not be enough, and I may need to still get a different, like a UD5 or a UD7 motherboard to do this. Now, of course, this is going into an era where there was no such thing as M.2 or NVMe, or at least it was very rare to see on boards of this era. I think there are some. I think there's a Gigabyte one. It might be the UD7. Okay. This one is a massive shout out to John down in CTS. This is, oh, got bent. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. Don't worry. Guys, when I was into heavy gaming when I was younger, in my K6 II, I sported a Voodoo 3, a specific Creative Labs, I think it was called the Creative Blaster. And this is the 3D Blaster Banshee, which is the exact same card I had. So he happened to have that kicking around and actually just sent it out to me saying, "Here's a gift, bro." And I was like, "Thanks, bro." And he was like, "No problem, bro." So thank you, John, for this piece of history, because I am rebuilding my original K6 II. Much needed. A brand new camera. This is a 2K, not a 4K. And this is from Nexigo. This is the N940p Silver Edition. Why silver? Well, I wanted something a little different. It had 3 different colors. Black, silver, and I think white. And I wanted silver because it just was something different. And I don't know if you noticed or knew, I have the 970p, which is their high-end 4K. And I usually do a lot of videos and live shows based on that camera. So I figured most of the time I'm broadcasting in 1K. Why not have a camera? I'm going to do a review on it, of course. I'll also, if you want, and comment below, do a review on the Nexigo N970p. Looking for a really good high-end 4K camera, but don't want to have like a camera like I'm using right now and spend $3 grand. Okay, guys, last this was interesting. This is a brand new mini PC. I have some mini PCs here also for review. John found this one. John CPS again. Thanks again, right, guys? He found this on Amazon.com. And at the time, they were $99. Now, what's cool about this is it is a, well, this is called the Mini PC Atop Nuke. And this one sports a Windows 10 Pro. It's an AMD processor. Really no real markings on the outside here to tell me exactly what it is. And you can hear stuff just waddling around in there. But according to the information, this is a DDR4 APU, not a Ryzen as such, but kind of on the same architecture. It's their newer APUs. And I think it was 8 gig, 128 or 256 NVMe or whatever in it, which is really cool for $99. Now, 99 US, of course, was about $145 for me. But I had him pick one up because he could get them for the $99. I wouldn't have to pay the duty. He dropped it into this package, and I got my new little mini. Now, the cool part about this is when I go to do a review on this, I'm hoping to have a review done on a higher end, or maybe I'll do this one then the higher end, and be able to compare what you're getting for your money versus, you know, $100 versus $400. And is it necessary? I mean, what are you doing on a nuke, right? So when you have a mini PC like this, are you just using it on your television for, you know, 4K viewing, Netflix, Amazon, whatever you view? Then maybe this is way more than enough machine. John's going to be using them as gaming consoles, and that is something I hope he does a video on. And I may do one too, just to test its power that way. So guys, quick recap. I got the new mini PC. We got the Nexigo N940p Silver Edition. We have an awesome vintage 3D hardware from New Vision from 1996, I believe. Yep. If I'm reading correct, because I can't read the tiny itsy bitsy print they threw on here. I'll give you an idea. This thing's minimum requirements: 46 DX266, 8 meg of RAM, VGA video card, and a monitor. Well, I guess a monitor is a good idea. 2 times That's right, 2 times CD-ROM drive. 30 megabyte free of hard drive space. 30 megabyte. Do you remember these days? And of course, DOS 5 or later. And of course, the optimum performance is a Pentium class machine, 16 meg of RAM, SVGA color monitor that supports 100 Hertz vertical refresh rate, video card that supports VESA, 1.2 bias or whatever, blah, 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 and something like, for example, my Voodoo will take care of that, and a 4 times CD-ROM with 80 meg of free space. So this, I don't know how much the camera's showing of it, but this should be really cool. You're going to get glare because of the plastic that's on it. I apologize for that. And of course, we got our Voodoo 3 from Creative Labs, the 3D Creative Blaster Banshee, which is the exact same card I had. I wish I had the box. And untested. This board was bought untested. So we have our Gigabyte. This would have been their, I guess, this. So Aurora's came out after this series of boards. The next series was Aurora's, the higher end. The UD was ultra durable, and they still have that line. This was the top of the line. This was the UD3, and then the upper brother was the UD5, which I used to own, and then there was the UD7, and I think there was one other board, and that had M2 on it. I'm not sure 100%, but I really do believe there was a board out there with an M.2, whether it was a 7 or a higher version, or one of the gaming, so-called gaming series. But guys, this is the intro to what we would today call Aurora's. So very, very, very beautiful boards, very well done. They always had, in my opinion, the best VRM on the market. Comment below if you've used these older boards, but I think they're just absolutely awesome. So guys, we have some really cool things going forward. I'm glad to be back. I can't say I'm back at full swing, but I'm doing better than I was. So it just comes down to getting time, work related getting in the way, or family issues, or whatever happens. Like anybody, us YouTubers, little or big, are still family. We're still people. So that's something people need to remember moving on. And of course, we all deal with our own demons. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. And if you made it this long, cool. And guys, for now, until I start figuring out each video, it is game over with some New Vision 3D glasses. Yeah, can't wait to see that one. All right, guys.